Alright, how y'all doing? Give y'all a little different perspective today. Let me know if you like this or not. I just know when I watch YouTube, it's hard to see what they're doing if I'm staring at their back. Some of you guys might like it, I don't know. But, give you a little bit different perspective. One thing I did do, put some bigger hooks. Old crazy rooster right there. I'm gonna call that big crazy rooster. I make a crappie color, almost identical to that, so that's its name. It's around 130. It's about 96 degrees. I'm gonna get out here and target some walleye out here. I may catch a smallmouth or Kentucky or something, but I'm trying to find the walleye, trying to find what they want, where they at. So I kind of had to Frankenstein my trolling motor, and I've got my straw hat over y'all right now for a shade. I'm not sure how that's really going to work out because the sun's about to get on the camera right now. I really got to come up with something to keep the camera cooled off. So if y'all watched the episode where I broke my motor guide, trolling motor, so I broke that hinge, that little hinge point right there. Bam. Kind of stinks, but I've had it for 13 years and I've worked on it for the past, I know, 5 years. Every year it's cheap. Of course, that's all I can afford when I bought it, but it is a cheap, it's cheap. Junk, it's junk. And I'm not trying to put down motor guide, but I want to let them know that's a cheap product you made. I mean, I will be buying a Minn Kota. I'm gonna try to save up and get one with the eye pilot, so I can spot lock. So maybe. Oh man, now this reel's not wanting to. I'm going to swap reels. I'll get back with y'all in a second. Alright, we're back in business. I had swapped reels. The old worm gear went out, so go buy another reel. Hard to save up for a trolling motor because having to buy reels. Alright. You hear a slack? You hear all that slack in that trolling motor? Jump. And it was like that when I first bought it. Now this reel right here is like a 7.5 to 1. So on this crankbait, I'm gonna have to just go super slow. So I had to do a few little odd and ends today. I went up there first thing this morning, picked a bunch of top worms. Might do some trot lines this weekend, I don't know. Today's Thursday. I really don't know what day it is, but I know it's Thursday. I think it's in the early 20s of the month, I don't know. Yeah, really I'm just trying to test this trolling motor out to see if this Frankenstein job I got going on is going to work. Not sure if it will or not. if I can limp it, put on life support for the rest of the summer. Let me tell you, you take one step forward and about 5 back. It's hard to get anywhere in life. It's something, always something, tearing up. Me and my buddy Kevin Starkey, we talk about it's always something. I seen him this morning, and I'd seen him about a week ago, and he was working on his tractor, getting ready to cut some hay. I told him, I said, tire has a couple bad spots in it right here. I said, have you seen this? He said, yeah, but I hope, he goes, I hope it'll make it. Well, I seen him this morning. he said, that tire blew out. I said, always something. I told him this morning, I said, broke my trolling motor. He just shook his head, went to laughing. I said, me and him, listen, y'all got it made in life, because we got all the bad luck, so y'all have all the good luck. I'm going to tell you, it's horrible. Very horrible. Look. Well, that's the second bite I've had. That's a little black, well, probably a little Kentucky. There's something right there. That's a walleye. There we go. I don't want them treble hooks in my net, so look at here. Changing the ugly. Did the job. I'm gonna keep some of these. I've got to give Mr. Alvin Starkey some fish. Man gives you some lures. Get my old rod socks out of there. There we go. I'm gonna clean them fish no matter what today. Now, I'll probably just mess that whole area up right here. Uh-oh. You know, I think that's the first walleye I've caught at this bridge in, I believe, 2 years. I just seen, had pretty good current right here. It's another walleye. So look at here, y'all. We're on to something. Oh, ugly. Oh, ugly is doing it. They don't have no size to them. But Mr. Alvin, I got you, sir. Catching for you. I'll take these home, fillet them, and deliver them to him. You can always tell when that old walleye bites. What is that over there? Something chasing over there. A little bass over there chasing. I'm not gonna worry with him. Let me get that one little piece of grass right there. Let me get that off. Now, I had thought about putting some old feathers on the back, but both them walleye come out of that shade right there by that column. And I don't mean they're gonna be there every day, but I told you they're probably laid up in the shade somewhere. When I leave this spot, my next spot's on be in the shade. This old ugly crankbait's doing the job. An old spot like would be nice right here. Just back up and set off here. All right, now this, look at here. This one actually has a wire on it right here. I dug in there till I found one that has a wire. So you're gonna take this wire and you're gonna fold it over like this right here. Open your skirt up. If you have to, use that little wire. Put a little saliva in there, a little spit. Put that wire down there. You know you want that wire coming out about right there. So you can see that wire coming out now. Push with your thumb. Bring it over like this. Now bring that wire over. There we go. Get my line. Now a bass wants to flop up there where we just come from, so I'm gonna get tied on real quick and get us up there. What I got, but I've got something. I think it might be a walleye, it might be a drum. He's pulling. That's just a good sized walleye. Come on over. No, come on over. There we go, folks. Yep, he'll go there. He was right where he needed to be. Now look, well, you know what? Let's just measure. Let's see, 19 inches. Right there, 19 inches long. So, good size walleye. Mr. Alvin, hooking you up, sir. Hooking you up. Another little thing about Mr. Alvin now, his wife was my mother's best friend. She passed a few years ago. But yeah, his wife was my mother's best friend. So, our families go way back. All right, we back up here. The boat's still kind of on the move. Now that last walleye, he didn't just smash it. He just come up there, grabbed it in his mouth, and just kind of held on to it. And I could feel the pressure of him. And I just kind of give it like a little, well, y'all seen it. I didn't really jerk. I just knew I had something. And a lot of times, that's how they are. You'll just feel pressure. I like it when they just crush it. They come up there and just, you know, they're just trying to kill it. That's what I like. Now I've done fished all around this log jam right here with a crankbait, so I'm gonna just kind of, I'm gonna flip right down in there, work down these logs. There might be one ain't there just hanging out in the shade. Catch a lot of them like that. I mean, he wasn't there. That's one thing about using these jig heads that Mr. Alvin makes. They got that wire. If they didn't have that wire, they'd be an exposed hook. Well, you know what an exposed hook and limbs do. Man, man, man. Y'all missed that little sucker. Boy, about 9-inch long. Monster. I don't know what I got, but I've got something, people. Oh, he just come off. I would almost bet that was a drum. It could have been a good smallmouth. He should have come up and, I don't know what it was, but he hit almost instantly. And I got him halfway to the boat. Me and just trying to get this camera turned on, which I'm not gonna blame him on that. I mean, he just come off. I bet it was a drum. It felt like a drum. And it could have just been a good walleye. He wasn't gonna be no monster, about maybe 3 or 4 pounds. But felt more like a drum. Usually get quite a few drum in here. And this is the river neck right here. This is my camp over here. That's Johnny M's camp down there. Man, that flood did a number on us this year. So I come down today and did a little weed eating right there on that bank. I've got to get some pruners and go in there and cut a bunch of brush down and do some work on that bank. There's a bite right there. Little smallmouth. Yeah, that's right here is where this channel gets its name, right here. The river neck comes down, necks down right here. You can see that's a big old pocket. Boy, it comes over and just necks in right here. So everybody's always asking me, why you call your channel the River Neck Outdoors? Because I spend 90% of my time right there at that camp. So look here, oh, Kentucky. I'm not going to say it again. That's all you need. That is all you need. You know, that big flood we had in April, well, I'm here to tell you, you can see my buddy's party barge. It tore it off his rails. It washed all my cabinets, my little small pavilion. I can't even talk. My small pavilion right there. Had some brand new cabinets, man. It washed them away. That refrigerator was 2.5 miles down the river in my buddy's farm on his cow pasture. And he called me and said, "Hey, I think I found your refrigerator." I said, "Where at?" He said, "My pasture." We went down there, sure enough, it was my refrigerator. We brought it back down here, cleaned it up, stood it up, let it stand there for about a week. Now plugged it in and it went to running. So but anyway, y'all see that 97 stopped by Mr. Alvin's house, me and his son. I flayed them walleye out for him, give him them 3 walleye. So thank you, Mr. Alvin, for the jig heads. And I told you I'd get you some walleye, and I'll try to get you some more. But that's gonna do it for this day. It's hot, I'm tired, I'm ready to go home, get a shower, sit back and eat some supper. I'll see y'all later.